This is the Cliff Yates Show. Personal growth, motivation, inspiration, and philosophies for a great life.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Cliff Yates Show. You, as always, are in the right place. And today we're going to talk about the fact that I believe there are those out there, maybe it's the elite, part of the government, people in society in America today, they want you sick, poor, and dumb. Sick, poor, and dumb. There's a lot of evidence to support this, but you know what? There's an antidote to this. There are things that we can do individually. We can be healthy, wealthy, and wise. That's what we can do as an individual, because as an individual, if we focus on this, we have total power on having an impact on our own life, being healthy, wealthy, and wise. Still in America, you can be wealthy, healthy, and wise. So we have to take control of ourselves through motivation, inspiration, and discipline most of all. Because if we can have an impact on our own mentality and physicality of being healthy, wealthy, and wise, we are going to have a positive impact on our family and friends, those around us. And if we have a positive impact on our family, friends, and those around us, we can have a positive impact on our community. And if we have a positive impact on our community, that can spread to county, country, and maybe even government. We, the people. Let's start doing things from the bottom up. We need to take control, and we'll start with ourselves. Healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is the antidote to keep them, whoever they are, maybe it's the elite, definitely portions of the government that want you sick, poor, and dumb. So let's be healthy, wealthy, and wise. So let's take control first of our health. That should be the basis point going forward, because if we want to be wealthy, take control of our businesses, and we want to thrive, take advantage of America and capitalism so that we can be productive and creative, which will give us self-satisfaction, life fulfillment. Healthy has got to be the basis. And today, let's face it, we have to get away from that SAD diet. That's a standard American diet that has us really hooked on sugars and grains and chemically altered oils. We need to get away from those things. And I've said in previous episodes, right, if we go to any other kind of diet, Mediterranean, vegan, vegetarian, a combination of either, where we're really getting away from processed foods and we're focusing on getting more organic or locally grown or things that aren't so chemically altered, right? Predisposed to last longer on the shelf, which is what the problems are with our foods today. They're made so that they can last on the shelf for 10 years. And those kind of things are not going to be healthy for our body. So let's start to educate ourselves so that we can be more healthy, even if we start small, by just getting away from processed foods, getting more away from being hooked on sugars and glucose and those kind of things. Let's not be diabetic and hooked on having medications and insulin. Let me tell you, look at the commercials on your TV today and you'll know, right? Everything is geared towards medication. Doctors want to sell you pills and procedures, not healthy ways of living, which will counteract and give power to your natural healing that's in your body. There's no money in that, everybody. There is no money in that. Hey, one of the things that we can do to drive us forward, specifically if you're in my category, maybe you're in the second 50 years of your life, right? Living for legacy. Because if you're living for legacy, it will draw you out so that you will broaden and build things. If you're living for legacy, right? It's even in the Bible. There is a biblical passage that says, leave an inheritance for your children's children. So listen, if you're living for legacy, your legacy does not have to be only money. Your legacy can be other things. It can be wisdom. It can be property. It can be money. Or let's say in my grandmother's case, she left a piece of property that was a vacation cottage. And this piece of property handed down, and now my grandkids get to come there by boat, be on an island, and they get to see pictures of my grandmother. They know this is the person who started this legacy. Now, if she had just left a pile of money, that would have been gone and it wouldn't live on. So if you know you're living for legacy, you're going to pass on. Maybe you're going to pass on that cottage. Maybe you're going to leave a legacy of books, a book on your life, memoirs of things you've done that your grandkids and your grandkids are going to pick up and say they want to read about you, what you did, and maybe lessons you can hand down. Maybe you leave them that cottage, and in that cottage is your books, is your journals, is your legacy, things you wrote down, maybe even videos, a time capsule of yourself, wisdom that you can hang down. So I think that is really a driver of lives, right? This really empowers us and gives us energy if we were living for legacy. And it's going to be part of keeping our America strong, intact, capitalistic, and away from a democratic socialism, communism, so that we can all have individual opportunity to create health, wealth, and wisdom. So let's start pursuing these three things individually, and that's going to have an outward effect on those around us, family, friends, those in our inner circle that we allow in, and from there we can expand out to community, county, country, and have a positive impact on a lot of people. Healthy, wealthy, and wise. And hey, that's what this whole channel is all about. That's what we're trying to do here at the team, is have a positive impact on people. And we have to fight against, let's face it, there's more and more evidence that we are talking about a battle of good versus evil out there. And if that's the case, evidence shows that it is. And people want us, right? Sick, dumb, poor. We got to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. That's the antidote, everybody. That's the message for today. Start individually, right? Making yourself healthy, wealthy, and wise. You can empower yourself through mindset, through what you decide you're going to do. Listen, we're on the cusp. We're on the cusp of a new year, 2024, that we can make it our best year ever, regardless of what's happening in the world, regardless of the economy. We can make it our best life ever. And in so doing so, we're going to have a positive impact on others. That's the message today, everybody. Let's be healthy, wealthy, and wise. And listen, other videos are coming. They're going to be dealing directly with these three philosophies, healthy, wealthy, and wise, and how we can have more of this and we can be empowered to have control over that in ourselves. And that way, we're going to affect others. Listen, you got to be notified when the next videos are coming out. So you have to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you're on a podcast platform, subscribe to the channel. But I hope you enjoyed this message today. And if you think there's somebody in your inner circle or your outer circle that needs to hear this message, please send a text, share the link, share the show, share the wealth, share the health, share the wisdom, share the happiness. You know I love you. See you in the next episode.